Hi everybody, I'm Master Lukey, former UFC fighter known as the Silent Assassin, Luke Kumo. I was received of traumatic brain injury, a mild case, MTBI, and I was lucky. Definitely thankful to be here with very little symptoms, but it did ruin my life. My wife left with the kids. I ended up homeless, living in the gym. But the determination I learned in mixed martial arts and the guidance of my teacher, Dr. David Jubb, allowed me to heal naturally. And in the native tradition, the word heal, it roughly translates to a change in behavior. So it's not like, oh, I'm just putting marijuana on top of everything and then I'm okay. I still actually have scar tissue, and that's why I use the marijuana to bring me from depressed to normal, or, from not happy to happy. You're supposed to enjoy life. That's what I believe. And that's a Native American spirituality teaching where health is the baseline, the default, like what they would call great spirit. That is the reason why we're here. The creator, not the destroyer. You understand? So we're supposed to be happy. And long before marijuana became quote unquote legal in New York State, I was using this medicine. And other than that, I don't do any drugs. I use marijuana. I use caffeine, which I'm going to show you how I make my recipe now. I use, in the form of coffee, I use yohimbe and I use tribulus. All those four things are herbal supplements that I get in a whole food form. They're not isolates. The yohimbe and the tribulus is a powderized, material. It's not isolated. It's just ground up into a powder, and I turn it into a food. I'm gonna say this wrong. Michael Reyes, what's up? I got 14 grams of, I don't know what, I didn't even ask what strain it was. It smells pretty medium, It doesn't smell very skunky. So this is probably an indica, but I actually have no idea. I could text and find out. But what I'm going to do is blend this up first in my magic bullet. So the change in behavior that I was referring to is Master Lukey's League of Champions. That's my mixed martial arts league that I'm building to act as a safer alternative to mixed martial arts as is currently practiced with the head trauma. In Master Lukey's League of Champions, there's no head contact, and there's a point system scoring for action instead of damage. My next fight's August 21st. I do have an opponent. He's a huge name in mixed martial arts, and I'm going to reveal that when I go to the gym in an hour or two. I got to make this. I had to make it now because the Yohimbe and the Tribulus takes an hour to kick in. So I'm going to take that an hour before I leave for the gym, or an hour before I start my workout. And then I'm going to go to the gym and do some preliminary workouts because I have neck injuries that I have to take care of. But this recipe I'm just going to make right now. We got 14 grams of marijuana. There's the keef, the powder, and there's the rest of it. So what I do is put my stove on medium to low. The fat I'm going to use to extract the THC is expeller pressed organic palm fruit oil. I don't have a lot left, but I don't have a lot of weed either, so hopefully it's about the same amount. Me and Diego, any day, Diego. Let's go, baby. You don't need any more head trauma. Fight me, bro. Fight me for charity like you did with Jacob. See, I don't mind getting other people involved in my league. I'm not in it for the money. I live like a monk. Everything I do is for my brand. I don't party. I don't eat junk food. I don't go out for no reason. I don't buy fancy cars. Everything I buy is for Master Luki's League of Champions. Period. And Master Luki brand. Master Luki brand is the health food that's going to spin off once I become famous again through the League of Champions. The fat here. Boom. That's it. So easy. We're going to put this in there. The weed. Bring you over. Take a nice look here. Anytime, Diego Sanchez. I'm going to go to New Mexico too and fight him. You'll see. Fight Diego, I'll fight Holly, I'll fight everybody in New Mexico. Karate Hottie, John Jones. Who else is over there? Greg Jackson. Psh, you don't even fight. I'll fight you, bro. I'll fight Greg Jackson any day. I actually got a cool idea for a shirt. What town am I in? Lynbrook. Darren Roth. Hey, I remember you. Yeah, I'm working out in Lynbrook right now. My next fight is August 21st. I'm going to New Jersey to fight a current UFC fighter. The name is going to blow you away. Ow. So, I'm going to scrape off the keef here, because there's a lot of THC in there. Like, if you smoked this much keef, you would be blazed. Obviously, I can't recommend smoking anymore as an athlete. But I did smoke weed for a long time, and it's still very helpful. The green leaf, you can still smoke and get benefit. Namely, it helps with other addictions. So for me, after training, my blood sugar would drop, from the hard training. And I'd be thinking, oh, what's going to stimulate blood sugar, Not even thinking, but the body was calling out for something to stimulate the blood sugar. And then, so instead of getting junk food, which would spike it right back, I would smoke the weed on the way home from the gym. And then on the way home, like as the weed kicked in, because it's pretty instantaneous when you smoke, goes right to your head. This recipe is going to take a bit. I'll start to feel, as it digests. But the weed, once the weed kicked in, all of a sudden, I would be thinking of health food that would satisfy my cravings. And so when I would start fight camps, I would, because back then I was eating junk food in the off season. So instead of eating junk food, when I started to train seriously again, I would start using the weed. And then obviously as the fight got closer, I wouldn't be able to smoke weed anymore. I think now they're doing therapeutic use exemptions in California, so I was a bit before my time, maybe. Ain't that how it goes, huh? But I think I got a good plan this time to go viral. I'm gonna go around to every gym. I got a Kickstarter coming. Kickstarter to pay for travel. And I'm gonna go everywhere and fight everyone in my new rule system. So I won't have to worry about getting fucking injured or whatever. Alright. So, boom, pow, how you like me now. The weed's gonna cook. It'll probably take about 10 minutes at that heat. 10, 15 minutes. We're just gonna go until the oil turns brown instead of green. Am I doing MMA? Yeah, I'm doing MMA. It's called Master Luki's League of Champions. I don't know if you know. If you've been following me, I remember you were in Matt's school. I didn't know you were at Huntington though. That's cool. Matt told me I could go by anytime. I'll probably hit him up as the fight gets closer to see if he would, maybe show me something. Because the guy I'm fighting is the black belt. I'm always posting, bro. Stay tuned. The guy I'm fighting is a black belt, so I'm gonna need some of that jiu-jitsu. That good jiu-jitsu. I've been training, but it hasn't been with it. Matt's gym is just full of savages, So you need that to become a savage. Alright, other than the weed, let's see, I have other ingredients, but the first thing I have to do is make, because I'm not going to use all that 14 grams right now. Most of that, all of it, except for just one dose, is going to go in a container for future use. So what I'm going to do is prepare that container. It's not just weed and oil. I put Irish moss in it. I put honey. I put lecithin. It's like a little, nutritional / energy booster. But the Irish moss has to be clean, so I'm just gonna run my hands through it real quick. It's not for a restaurant recipe, so I'm not gonna go crazy overboard cleaning it. I just don't want one little piece to ruin the whole recipe. It should be fine. Sometimes you gotta see there's like little pieces of green, I don't know what it is, mold? No, probably not mold. It's probably like another organism growing off it. You know how nature does that. It's like a little green, like algae or something. So this is gonna go in there. And I'll do a little more because I'm making enough for hopefully a few weeks. Because I don't have funds to be buying a lot of weed. That's why I bought 14 grams instead of 28 grams. I didn't get the full ounce, which would have been technically cheaper per ounce, but I only had a certain amount of money to work with, so I got the 14 grams, the half ounce, and you'll see the recipe as I make it, but I use maybe a half of a teaspoon per day of this recipe, because I only do microdosing. I'm not trying to have a, let's see, I don't know what you would call it, because weed is technically a psychedelic, and I do think that it connects me to the ether. You know what I'm saying? Like that source energy. I think weed does act in that way as a psychedelic. But I'm not trying to get fucked up, if that makes sense, you know? I definitely enjoy the effects of weed in any dose. But for me personally, what I'm trying to accomplish, I don't need to have a heavy dose. A micro dose is fine, and then economically that works out the best for me because, you know, I can only afford a certain amount. So, you know, I don't know how else to describe it, because it's not even like taking a small hit of weed, because if you smoke weed, there is no microdosing. There's no microdosing if you smoke weed. You just automatically get a shotgun blast to the face. There's no small enough hit that people take where it would be equivalent to a microdose, of edibles. The microdose of edibles is such amount, it's supposed to be below the level of perception. You don't even realize. It just makes you happy. But I mean, if you're a long-term user, you would notice. Like, I can definitely tell the difference when I take enough, when I don't take enough, when I take too much. You know, because I don't measure these recipes, so I don't know exactly what the dose is. Some people want to know, oh, how many micrograms, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how many micrograms is a dose. I don't know how many micrograms is a microdose. All I know is, you know, I'm looking for a leveling out of my emotions from depressed to normal. You lift and keep fit. Okay. Hey man, training's good no matter if you're training for fun, if you're training for health. You don't have to sell me on it. You take 4 hits and a joint at night. That's a lot of weed. You probably have to use a lot because it doesn't last as long. When you fucking use edibles, it takes longer to kick in, but it lasts longer. You should try it. I'm using peach mango juice right here to blend with the Irish moss, and we got it filled up to the 2-cup line. We're gonna put let's see here, powdered lecithin. This is gonna bring it all together. We need about maybe 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons. Alright, I don't know if that was 4 tablespoons, but I'm guesstimating. 4 tablespoons of lecithin. We're gonna do a bit of honey. That's a 1/4 cup. That's a 1/2 cup. We'll go 1/2 cup honey. Alright, because we want it to be palatable, but doesn't have to be super sweet. Alright. Oh man, I got more shortening here? What is this? Oh shit, I didn't even know I had more. Alright. I probably don't need it. What else? We got the fat right here. It's still kind of green. So let me turn the heat up just a little bit. I'm not going to blend it in yet. I want to make sure it's cooked enough, because I've noticed that in the past, if I don't cook it enough, the THC is not really as powerful as it could be. I don't know. It could be an eighth in 3 days. What is that? $50? $50 for an eighth? 52. So you're at $100 a week. Damn, you're rich. I'm at $100 maybe 2 weeks. So it's not that much of a difference, but yeah, man. Celebrate life, enjoy. It helps me to work out. Helps me to work out. So after this, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'll just, if you know the right people, it's 30. Ooh, damn. Yo, I gotta get in touch with your people. So an eighth, that means you're paying $2.40. If you go by those prices, it would be $2.40 for an ounce. But when you buy an ounce, it's less. So what are you looking at for an ounce? Is this good stuff that you're talking about? Is this the top shelf, or is it regs? I'm just gonna get my gear ready. I need probably 2 or 3 changes of clothes. So I'll start with my shorts. I got 1 pair of shorts. I got 2 pairs of shorts. Now I need leggings. 1 pair of leggings. 2 pairs of leggings. Alright, now we gotta get tops. We're gonna go long sleeve. We got, let's see here. Okay. We're gonna go, let's see. Alright, we'll go Green Lantern. Get the Green Lantern. We gotta have a mock neck underneath. And then on the Dragon shorts, I'm gonna go, let's see here, what's this? Looks like we got Spider-Man Dragon shorts. Okay. Boom. Alright, so we got 2 changes of clothes. And let's see, I'm gonna bring one more because I have to teach a class tonight. So I'm gonna use that as my extra conditioning at 8 o'clock. And then on that class I will wear that stuff there. I don't need leggings or rash guard for that because it's just a Muay Thai class. But the other 2 changes of clothes, I gotta have leggings, I gotta have long sleeve, rash guard. Okay, this is scorekeeping for my workout. And this, I'm gonna unbox. This is my towels. So, my plan is to promote this fight coming up August 21st as a charity event, most likely donating to Wounded Warriors or some type of brain health, brain health fund or whatever they got, for people who have brain injury and stuff like that. So because the guy that I'm fighting is still under contract with the UFC. He's fighting in September in the UFC, so I can't pay him. Like on my last event, I paid the guy, we split $250. It's going to be live. If you go back and look up Power Hold Grappling Championships last month, I fought, it's just going to be a stream. I fought a kid for $250. He was a brown belt. He got the most of the money, but it showed how the scoring system is going to be. We're 155ers. And we're going to have 5 matches. And I'm going to also try to get another fight on the card to show how the scoring results in the pay based on the action. So the more you score, the more you get paid. But because the guy I'm fighting is under contract, we're just going to do a charity. So the points will go towards the payment to the charity. So what I'm thinking is getting 2 companies to contribute. One person is contributing the money for my score. One company is contributing the money for my opponent's score. And then based on our scores, those 2 companies are going to give that amount of money to charity. And then the preliminary bout, which I'm setting up most likely to be a power hold grappling match. Those guys, they'll just fight for their own money to keep. So I can show, you know, how. Oh, okay, you got $200 ounce top shelf. Nice. I might hit you up for that. Let me see, because my guy that I get from, he doesn't mark me up because he's from the gym, so I might be able to get 200 for now. So I'll ask. Especially if it was, I only paid 125 for this, which normally it could go up to 140 for a half ounce. But this time it was 125, so it might be a cheaper strain or something. Let's check here. We're looking for a brown color of the oil. As you can see, it's tiny bit green, but it's also brown down in there. Can you see the brown? 100 for a half? Nice. Yeah, so I might have to hook up with you, man. Okay. All right, have a good one. All I'm gonna do is blend this, and then I'm gonna put a little in my coffee, and I'm gonna make a frappuccino by blending the coffee with ice. Okay. So this was 14 grams. Okay. In here, there's the honey, the lecithin, the sea moss, and the mango juice. So this, when it's refrigerated, it's going to solidify. And then I just take scoops out and eat it. What I'll do is when this is finished blending, I'll put it in this container, and then whatever's left in the blender, I'll blend it with my coffee, so that'll be like a microdose for me. And I won't have to dip into the amount that I just made, but I still might, just to taste it and see how good it is. And I usually end up over medicating myself the first time I dose myself, because when I make a new recipe, I'm not exactly sure how much. Is it going to be a half teaspoon? Is it going to be a full teaspoon? Is it going to be a quarter teaspoon? So I kind of over medicate myself and then adjust from there. You know, there's no LD50, meaning lethal dose for weed. You know, you can pretty much eat the whole thing and you'll be fine. Although it would be, to me, it would be a huge waste of $100 and some odd, right? Anyway, here we go. This is can of butter, I guess, or can of cream. Can of cream. That's a good one. Put a little stevia in it too. Just a flavor enhancer. I'm not trying to make it ginger. Now, Yeah, I'll be here, man. I'll be here and I'll be at the gym. Whoa, thick. What the fuck? Alright, so if you could see in the blender here, there's a decent amount stuck against the wall. There's a puddle in the bottom. So this is probably enough of a dose here. I should have thought beforehand about adding the mango because I don't know how mango is gonna taste in the coffee. You know? Because I'm gonna take this this blended I'm gonna take this blender and I'm gonna add coffee to it. Damn, it tastes good though. So this is my French press. This is my coffee from this morning. We use, I guess that's 2 cups, right? Boom. Don't need a lot. Put some, we're gonna put some coconut sugar in this one. I think the flavor of coconut sugar, in my opinion, for coffee is better. Alright. And that's it. I'm gonna blend it just to get all as much of the liquid off the sides. And then I'm gonna add ice and blend it again to make it a frappe. I don't know. Is that a frappe? So this is just getting the stuff off the sides of the blender. So that's that, and now I'm gonna add ice. That's it. Okay. And this is why you need a vitamix, because if you just make smoothies, any blender will do. But for dough and material that doesn't have liquid, you need to push the material down into the actual blade. You can make cookies. You can make marijuana cookies. You know, this is my coffee mug. I'll put it off to the side. Let me use this right here. So, so you can see. See that head? Boom. A tu salud, to your health. The weed oil, it gives it a froth. You see? That's from the weed oil here. You could use coconut oil. Instead of palm like I did. I just like how palm, you see, because I used mango juice, so I'm gonna have to keep it refrigerated. But if you use just the palm and honey, if it wasn't like super hot out, it could be solid at room temperature, kind of like what this is right now. So you could literally make a spreadable weed butter with this. See that? That's palm oil right there. The way that it spreads. And even tastes. Would you put a little salt on there? It tastes like regular butter. 100%. They make a butter flavored one, which I think is a combination of coconut and palm. Weed is legal in Canada, Fulguro Geek says, so we can take already extracted oil. Yeah, I don't do the extraction, man. No offense, I don't trust anybody to make my food. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trust anybody. I would rather buy weed from a produce section of a supermarket. Like, I don't know how old you are, but there used to be these places you could go, and there was like an adults only section where they sold porn and fucking bongs and stuff. They should have an adults only section, or whatever the age is for legal weed, 17 and over section. You could go in and just buy the leaves, you know, I want the whole plant. Such bullshit. Like, it has to be legal, but you can get an oil, apparently. It's not safer. It's safer to use the whole leaf, the whole plant. And you could grow up to 4 plants? Man, that is awesome. So if you grow up to 4 plants, what's your yield like? Is that enough to sustain you? Like, I'm going through about an ounce every 2 months, maybe a half ounce a month, or 2 ounces every 3 months, maybe. So what does a plant yield? If you can get an ounce per month out of a plant, shit, that'd be perfect. Starting to get brain freeze. You like to take a little bit of oil before my training. That's what I'm doing right now. Whatever amount was in the blender right there, I'm eating it. I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna go to the gym. I steam mopped the mats about an hour ago, so I'm good to go. I'm just gonna warm up. My first student is at 4. I'm gonna work out with him till 5:30. Teach a kids class till 6:30. Work out with another student 6:30 to 8, and then teach another class from 8 to 9. So I'll pretty much try to be working the whole time. I'm gonna have to take Yohimbe and Tribulus. I'm gonna have to maybe take it a second time. And I also got the last microdose of my mushrooms that I bought like 3 weeks ago. Some, magic mushrooms. I have like one, maybe 2 microdoses left. So I'm gonna bring that in case I need a little boost later. I can't afford mushrooms all the time. This time when I got mushrooms, some kid messaged me. He said he wanted a half ounce. It's $2.50 for an ounce. So I told him to give me $1.50 for a half ounce, and then I put a 100 in, and I got a half ounce. So I'm just about done with that. This would be, if you can see on the bottom of this jar here, you got to look through this little space right here. You could see there's this much material in the bottom. See that line right there? So I don't know if this is 100% mushrooms. I think there's some ginger powder in here. There's some apple cider residue. So, I'm not gonna drink all of it at once because it might be too much. I'll probably shake this up and drink like half of it. Maybe around 5:30 when the kids' class starts, and then that should keep me in a good mood for the rest of the night. Like I said, I might have to take my Dragon's Mist. Dragon's Mist. This is Yohimbe and Tribulus powder in distilled water, and then I just spritz it like 5 to 8 times in my mouth for a workout. I'm gonna try and work out hard tonight, although I have an issue in my intestine that I'm fixing. So because I ate yesterday, I'm like not operating at full capacity. I got basically a fucking shit inside of me that's rotting, and it's causing me not to have my full energy for the training. I do fasting. If you watch Rogan, he probably has had people talk about it, but he criticized me for fasting before a fight. He thinks, oh, you need to have food in you to have energy, apparently. That's not how it works. The energy is in your muscles. It's not in your belly. He changed his mind which way. He's for it or against it now. When you do, when somebody does bloody steaks like he does, it's hard to do fasting. There's too much parasite activity. That shit needs to be fed. Those bugs need to be fed, man. I don't agree with Rogan's lifestyle. He's for it? Okay. I'll still fight you, Rogan. Fight you any day, buddy. Wait till I come to California. You can't hide forever. And I'll fight Eddie Bravo, too. Rogan, Bravo, Paul. I'll fight Jake Paul. You'll see August 21st how MMA can be done with no head contact, but still be exciting. You're gonna see August 21st live on this channel. What time is it? I'll probably keep the stream going when I go to the gym because I want to reveal my Kickstarter. So thank you. Yeah, I've been working at it, so hopefully, you know, if you can watch, you'll see that my game has actually improved. Let me take you into my computer for 1 minute. I got a really cool idea for a Kickstarter. And then I'll probably just leave the stream going and go to the gym. What the fuck? My keyboard's not plugged in. Hello? No. Okay. Oh. Under the pillow. Alright. So here I spent $315.31 on 100 full color slap band slap bracelets, oval shaped slap band. Add your own design. Okay, here's my design. Not the red part, but the rest of it. So this is the slap band, and that's my design. This company here we go, growpromo.com. No, that's not it. Slap wrap. Let me write it here. Bracelet. Full color slap band bracelet. There you go. Look at this. Yo, when I found this, I was like, that is it right there. Cause I was looking at other slap bracelets, but then I found this. This one is the bomb. Hold on, get this straight. LED? No, this one. Look at that. This is the circular one. And this is the one I got. What are they used for? Okay, so imagine this, right, as this. This is what I ordered, $315.31 for 100. I'm gonna sell them for $100 with a 20% family discount, so $80. And this is my Kickstarter. Okay, $80 for the bracelet, and then $100 for the not 100. Let's see. The towel. I want to do the 80%, the 20% discount, but I might do 500 because I'm not in the business of selling slap bracelets. I'm not in the business of selling beach towels. I want people to invest. So this is for Kickstarter. You give me $80 for a slap bracelet. You're getting the slap bracelet, but that money is going to the mission. And the mission is to build Master Luki's League of Champions to be a safer alternative to the current mixed martial arts rule set. When you give me $400 for a beach towel and a slap bracelet, you're not paying me for a beach towel and a slap bracelet. You're giving me $400 for travel expenses to go around to fight everybody. And I don't know if I'm going to actually do it on Kickstarter or if I'm going to do it on MasterLukey.com. I might do it on MasterLukey.com because Kickstarter's asking me for a bank account. And I don't know if I have one. But I'll try. I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's 3:17. I got to get to the gym. So let's just wrap it up. Wrap up my... Actually, I got to brush my teeth first because I have braces now. I got Invisalign Smile Direct Club braces. So I'm going to wear those. I'm not following their instructions. I'm doing it a lot quicker because as soon as it stops hurting, I'm like, if it stops hurting, that means the teeth shifted. So why do I have to keep wearing the retainer for just 2 weeks? Because they say 2 weeks. If my teeth are ready after a few days, I don't have to keep the retainer in for 2 weeks. I'll just move to the next one. And I'm already on retainer number 4. I don't know how many there are, but instead of 4 weeks, I'm at like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, and I'm already like 4 or 5 weeks into what they would have had me. You know what I'm saying? What they would have had me, how long they would have had me keep the retainers in. I've done it in way shorter because as soon as my teeth stop hurting, I'm like, they shifted, and the next retainer it fits. It's tight. And then it shifts the teeth a little bit, and then it stops hurting. I'm like, that's what it's supposed to do. So, anyway. I gotta brush my teeth before I put that in. Then I'll pack up my training clothes. All right, Geek. Thanks for tuning in. Go when you come back though. Check out the stream if you want to see who I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna reveal it because I didn't want to reveal it until I was sure. But then he texted me back today. He said he checked with the owner of the place where we're gonna fight, and he said it was okay. And then I wanted to make sure that I can stream it. And he said that's okay too. So it's about to be on. Alright, so pack up my backpack. But my phone is dead apparently. Okay. See here, missed call. Oh shit, my 4 o'clock is out. All right, my 4 o'clock client just canceled, so I guess I'm gonna end the stream now, and I'll start it back up. Kind of ruined my whole plan for the thing. See, the grappling class that I'm gonna take later, I don't know if I'm gonna be filming that because there's military guys there. Oh shit. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Anyway, I guess I'll end the stream now. Stay tuned. I will promote my Kickstarter as soon as those products are, I could take pictures of them and stuff like that. And for any other health questions or martial arts questions, health questions, or any other questions you think I might be able to help you with, you go to masterlukey.com right here. Media. No, site, Master Lukey. Okay, you see here, about, boom. There you go. Mailing address, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, phone, Skype, or just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Master Lukey, over.